Hello, we want to welcome you to a tutorial of a tour of the NAAP website. We're so glad that you are interested in NAAP and that we want you to definitely have the full advantage of everything that NAAP has to offer via the website. So what we are going to do is we're going to take a short walk through how we go ahead and get on the website, some very basic things. And we're going to start out with how to join. So you'll see that lovely lady there in the yellow shirt. You just click on that and it says join app today. Can't get any easier than that. And then you will see that there is a form there. It has some basic information. If you want to read that, that would be wonderful. It's got some of the benefits of NAAP. And then you'll get to this information form. And actually, we're going to just make a form for you. And so that you have an idea of what it's going to take. The little red stars means that you need to put something in there. So it is a required fill. We like to have some information about who our members are. And so that's why we gather this information. Every time you renew, we will be asking you to fill out this information because it offers us a way to keep up with our members to know what they are doing and if there's been any changes. Typically, we would ask that if you do have an email change or anything, you do let us know so that we can update your information. So we have this form here, and we suggest that you use your personal email. The reason why is oftentimes facilities have firewalls that sometimes they're not aware of. And so they don't always get everything that they should. This is going to be up to you, but we would suggest that you might want to use your personal email. Again, that's to you and perhaps your company. And then you would go down. We would love to hear how you actually have heard about us. Now, if you pay by credit card, we would ask, that's probably the quickest and the fastest way. So you would hit credit card for your payment. When you do that, hit that, you will actually come up later on with a credit card that you can enter with. The credit card will, and once payment has been received, you will automatically be right away activated. If you hit check, which you can see that was a manual payment, and we are not going to activate your membership until you get there, until we see that. Most of our group memberships and our company memberships have already paid, so you will receive a coupon code. So you would click coupon code to enter that. If you happen to be a current student, you have to be in as a student. You would actually have to put your instructor's name there. The coupon code for the student is given out by the instructor. So if you are in a MEPAP course, the instructor gives that coupon. We cannot give that coupon, so you have to go back to your instructor. If you are a new member, you would go ahead and you would hit new member, and then it's very important to go to that green next step button. So we're going to ask Vanessa to do that. If that doesn't like there was a problem with your submission, you'll see that and you'll say, oh, okay, all of the fields were not entered. So we're going to go back and we're going to fill those fields out. It will not submit until everything has been completed. The nice thing about it is it will tell you what hasn't been completed. So we go back to the next step and see if we have enough information for it to take. And we do. So this is very, very important that you do the next step. You would actually create a username. We strongly suggest it not be your email, because if your email changes, your username stays with you. We can't change that. You would actually put it in your regular email, your first name, your last name, and then you would create a password. And that password is something that is going to be just for you. We do not have your passwords. I have your username, but we do not have your passwords. If you are a a group membership or you have any kind of discount code, you would then enter, once you got the password in there, you would enter the discount code down below. The discount code has been given by your company that you should have that. When you put that in, you would hit apply. You need to hit that apply. We are not going to see this right now. However, if you would have that discount code in, it would take that total down to whatever the agreement was. So if you have $10 off, it would now show 75 rather than 85. That too is depending upon the group rate and what has happened with your group. But once you have that discount code, you need to make sure that that is the case. Now, if you hit credit card, you will see that you will be putting your name, whatever name is on that card. So if it's not your card, make sure you put that card on. And we actually would ask that you would put your credit card number in, obviously, the expiration date and the CVC card. Sometimes if it asks for a zip code, this is not just for this site, but I'm going to tell you for other things, like for instance, if you happen to order a book or anything from us, it will ask for the zip code of the billing address. And that has to match where that credit card number has been or is from. So oftentimes, if corporations have a credit card and it belongs to the corporation, the mailing address may not be where you are at. So that's very important. And that will, again, most likely show up if you are ordering anything or if you're going to be paying for conference or any workshops or that type of thing. So then you would just go ahead and register. We're going to avoid that right here because we don't want to do that right now, but that's what you would be doing. And then you will get to a login page. We are going to skip this right now. We're going to go to another part, which actually a place where we have an account. And so we're going to go ahead and do that. So Vanessa is actually the one that is driving this tutorial here. So that's, if I say something to Vanessa, you'll know what that's all about. She's showing you two options of where we can go to log in. And actually there are three. So you would go under the support tab, go to membership, go to login, and then go to member login, and then to log in. You would click on that. That's one way you can log in. And for another shortcut, you can go all the way down to the bottom of the page and you'll see where it says member login. And that is where you could also click. I will tell you the third option is if you are not logged in and you are a member, you can open something that, and if it is member protected, it will actually not let you in. Okay, so I think that you already logged in, Vanessa, so that probably is not going to show exactly what it is, but it will ask you to be logged in. So those are the ways that you can log in, and those are pretty important for you. While Vanessa has this up on the screen right now, I am going to show you on the very, very bottom just a couple shortcuts that I think you will find very helpful, and then she can talk about them a little bit later. But there is the member login, like I say, and if you want to follow us on Facebook, you can go ahead and follow us there. Also on the very right-hand column is the helpline, and she will show you that, but that's a shortcut to it. Also to the store where you can find our variety of books that we sell. We also have the tab for partners, advertisers, and sponsors. She will go ahead and talk about that. The staff email does not apply to you. That is something for our board members. But what is really important is that weekly newsletter sign up. When you are signing up initially as a new member, you will automatically be signed up to receive our weekly e-blasts, our emails, newsletters that come. They come on Mondays, and it's got a wealth of information. If you are not getting those, or for some reason, you can go and sign up there. We do, it's not something that I can sign up for you. So you do need to sign up yourself, and then you will get an email that will ask you to approve it. And once you approve it, you will receive those emails. If you don't approve it, it'll just remain in pending and you will not receive that wonderful information. On those emails, if it is something that is password protected, member protected, once you click on something on those emails that come out, you'll have to enter your username and your password to see everything on there. But that's kind of the very tip of the iceberg from the front page. Again, very easy to do. On the left-hand corner, where you see where our address is, our phone number. If you need any help, you can give us a call. We are an organization that answers our phones for the most part. If we don't, we leave a message and we'll get back to you. But go ahead and call that. There's 3 different extensions, so sometimes you'll see the office is extension 1, the financial person is number 2, the association director is number 3. So those are, you might see those on an email personal that you get in our email return, so you know, oh, there's different extensions for different people. Okay, so I think that pretty much tells you how to get in, where you are, and then once you are in, there's so many things. And Vanessa, why don't you go ahead and share what's happening with our website here?
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Cindy. So I'm going to log in right now. And so now you can see I've logged in. I have all these account receipts here. This is an important area as well, because oftentimes we have requests for receipts of membership. And once you're logged in, your receipt is going to be listed here. You can simply click it. And there is my receipt for my membership. And you can download it, print it, do whatever you need with that for work or for your own personal files. So that's very helpful. So once we're logged in, it's going to have some information here. We can go back to the NAAP homepage. And so I want to touch on this homepage before I go on to others, because there's a lot of, as Cindy said earlier, shortcuts to some important information. And so we have lots of areas here where you can click and learn more. I also want to talk about our blog updates. Anything that's current per the week, any new content, you're going to see it here. It's going to be also found in other areas, but it's going to be highlighted right on the homepage, so you can quick link to it and go and check it out. But let's go and break down some of the tabs themselves, where the most high traffic areas are. Number 1 is the education area. And so the first option you have is the on-demand education. So these are past webinars that you have 100% access to, unlimited access to watch and earn CEs on your own time. So when you are logged in, you're going to come to this on-demand page. If you scroll all the way down, you're going to have a dashboard. This is your personal dashboard that is going to house all the webinars that you watch with NAAP, and it's going to keep your certificate here. So anytime you need your certificate, you can simply click it and it's there. Again, you can download, you can print, you can put that in a different file. We do have a webinar FAQ, which I suggest you look. It just gives you some tips and some things to know about taking the webinars. And then we have these categories. So you can choose from any of these categories, and there may be new categories added at a certain time. There may be less added. So always check the categories and see what courses are available within those categories. You simply select the course that you want, and it's going to start taking you through a process. Okay, and you're going to follow the prompts. You'll watch the webinar. You'll answer some questions for a quiz, and then you will be complete. So this is where you come for that on-demand education. Now, if you want to know what webinars are coming up in our live schedule, you would go to the live webinars. So this is going to give you any upcoming webinars that are happening with the day and the time and a way to register. As you can see there, register here. These happen typically on Wednesdays, the 2nd and 4th of the month, and we encourage everyone to join those and participate live. If NAAP has any active workshops forthcoming, you're going to find them here in the workshop area. So our next one coming up is our leadership development course. You would click on that. You would see all the information. You'd be able to register right here online, similar form and payment as you did at the membership page. So that is where you would find workshops. If you are interested in speaking and being a webinar instructor, you can apply with the webinar speaker application. That's found here as well. If you need some assistance with trainings, or you need to study for the national exam, or you need some guidance on certain areas, we do have a bookstore here, and these are all NAAP written and developed publications. So we have an exam prep book, we have a policy and procedure manual, we have volunteer guidelines, resident council guidelines, and you can read a little bit more about all of those individually in this area. All right, the next tab I'm going to talk about is our conference. So we do a conference every year. And so this is the area you would want to go to find out, okay, where's the next conference and where's all the information and details. So it's going to bring this up. I'm going to give you the dates. The brochure is going to be available, the conference schedule, and then all these subtopics for conference. So an area for our state associations who sponsor, an area for awards, scholarships, exhibitors, speakers. So there's all these little sub areas here that you can click on and learn more. So you definitely want to check out the conference, especially if it's close. This year and for 2023, it'll be in Reno. So if you are close on the West Coast, this would be you would not want to miss this because it won't be back on the West Coast for quite some time. So that is something to check out. And here's our gal in yellow, and she's got the registration button there. The next tab is networking. This just talks about NAAP a little bit, who we are, what we do. Again, you can shop those books. We do have some international information you can click on separately and read and learn about some of our partnerships with other countries, with our international groups. And then NAAP Week 2023, which we just finished. That was a really fun week, and I'll open this up. The theme was Adventure Awaits. That will be the theme that we move into with our annual conference. So it'll always match. And this is where every year you'll find all the details and what's coming up in NAAP Week and all of the sponsorships. It's a wonderful, wonderful week. When we go into the next tab, it's support. So there's an area here where board members, where you can go and see who your board members are. And you can learn a little bit more about them and get their information in case you need to contact them. Shoot them an email. The scholarship area is also under support. And so we have various scholarships. We have conference scholarships, we have a membership scholarship, we have exam scholarships, and we have a diversity advancement scholarship. So I do encourage you to go and click on these, especially the conference scholarship, because all of you already have membership because you're watching this video. So look at some of the other ones that we do offer. And if you need some assistance getting to conference, those applications are here, and it's a great way to get involved and try to get to that conference. The NAAP helpline is also under the support. So this is an area, if you have a question that you want to submit to the NAAP helpline, this is where you would come and do it. You would fill out your name, your email, your phone, and then whatever your question is. And then a board member would get back to you pretty quickly on whatever that question is that you have submitted. Membership, again, you have that login area. Under board members, you can always go look at the bylaws. And then we have a job board. And so this is where you can look and see if there's jobs in your area or things happening. That's located there. Okay. The blog is an area I showed you that shortcut down below, and we'll go there real quick. So here's where you can find a listing of all the blogs. You can do the blogs, you can do the newsroom, which will bring up different things. You can do workshops, products. So you can sort by category here and to find what you want. Under resources, we do have some information on certifications that are very good to know when we have a toolbox. And I want to highlight the toolbox. This is an area that we get a lot of traffic to, but this is where some of the meat and potatoes are of the website. So this is where you're going to find a lot of resources and different things to use. So we have different companies and partners that provide services or products that they give away for free each month to NAAP membership. So you can only get to this area if you're logged in. This is an exclusive area. And so you can see here we have some activity packets, some blogs, some creative activities. We also have what we call the 5-minute flare. These are really cool. And these are things you can use as little like sound bites of little in-services, little trainings. You can click them and a video is going to come up for you. And it's going to be 5 minutes, maybe a couple seconds over. And it's going to be a little bit of training, really quick, a little refresher. They're really great. And these are added to constantly. So you always want to come back and check if there's new ones posted and what's kind of going on there, as do these change each month as well. The School for Senior placemats, the Wiser Now, and the Ways to Wellness. We also have CMS regulation updates here. Easy, one spot to go find things you need as far as what does the reg say. The critical pathways are here. We have this large area down below with forms and resources. And these are all available to you. You can customize them to your own company. You can use them as a reference. There's surveys in here. We have in-services that are done that you can input your own information to be able to deliver that in-house or to your department. And then some healthcare resources for seniors. So lots of things in the toolbox, and it's always updating every month. And there's always new content in here every month. So you definitely want to make sure you're back in here and checking. Another exclusive area is our state resources. So you can go into this section here, click on your state, and what it should tell you is if there's a local association, it's going to tell you who that is. It's going to give you their website. It's going to talk, does it have a state certification, yes or no? How about a conference? And then the state regs themselves. So that you go to any state and you can get as much information as we have, you would have. The last area I want to talk about is the affiliates and products. So we do have the movie and music licensing information here that you can all check on. And then we do have products and sponsors. So when you click on this area, this is going to list out all of our partners is the first category here. Then we have products. Then we have services. We have sponsoring state organizations, and we have training. So all of these areas these are all companies that NAAP is working with, And so they are also ones that are going to have exclusive offers for NAP members, discounts on their products and services, trial periods, things like that. So you would want to go and check these out. You can click on whichever one you are interested in. It's going to give you a little information, and then it's going to give you ways to get to that, to get that information exclusively. And that, in a nutshell, is everything I think that we have on our website. Cindy, did I miss anything?
I think you did very well, Vanessa. I think that it's pretty self-explanatory. The information that we have is just awesome. There's so much. And so we just encourage you to go ahead and just explore and find out everything that there is to know. And if you get hung up, just hit with the helpline and someone will get back to you. But it is a pretty concise, very informative website.
Thank you so much, everyone. And Cindy and I both, along with the rest of the NAAP board, welcome you to NAAP.
Welcome.